Okay, and we're back for the second half of the Social Liability Podcast. And next story comes from NBC2. Poop left behind in Fort Myers mobile home after break-in. I mean, what more can you do to someone after breaking into their home? Just taking a shit while you're there. Or maybe that's why they broke in. We don't know yet. Let's read the story and find out, Buck. In our last episode, somebody broke into a house to take a bath, apparently. Maybe this guy broke in and take a shit. Someone broke into a Fort Myers mobile home and left behind poop on 2 different occasions. Oh my God, this happened twice. This happened at a home in West Burnell Drive and Sista mobile community of Palm Beach Boulevard. The family renting the mobile home said someone broke into what the heck is that? Lanali? Broke into the Lanali? I don't know. This passed and left a stinky surprise in the corner. The family, petrified that the serial pooper returned, said they don't want to speak on camera. They did say the person also broke a window to get inside. They said about $500 in cash and some fruit were stolen. At some point on Monday, they broke in through a window, went straight to the master bedroom, where they left a second smelly surprise. I'm looking at feces. A human went shit on person's property, said Don Sarge Vasily. This is not someone normal that would do this. The person also put a shirt over the poop. They're just doing things and leaving little presents behind. The family doesn't know who this is, but they think it's the same person. 2 doors down, Vasily believed restitution is due for all the doo-doo. We need to go back to the people and tell them, hey, it was me. I'm sorry. How can I make it right to you? Yeah, because that's going to happen.
Restitution is due.
Do.
Okay.
They went and found a neighbor 2 doors down who's making fun of them. I think it was Don Sarge Vasily. I think Sarge is the serial shitter.
I can't disagree with this. And as we postulate more on this theory, I just want to highlight that we are 2 middle-aged white men who are still chortling at a shit joke, and it's just, it never gets old. I really think that we could get like anyone from 5 to 50, and plus, just everybody laughs at a shit joke. But no, so it makes me wonder though. Like there's got to be some mental illness here.
No, they really pissed somebody off. That's what this is.
No, that's probably we're talking about a mobile home. You're right.
They really pissed somebody off.
This definitely screams white trash revenge.
I have a friend in Canada who keeps sending me stories, and she just says, "What is wrong with you people?" And she keeps sending me like Texas and Florida stories. And I said, that's where all the trailer parks are at.
And it's so succinct. You get such a high score for such a minimal amount of effort. Like, in order to compete with that kind of like offense to another person, you would actually have to like physically touch them or like slash the tires on their car. Like this, just breaking in and shitting on their stuff, that's like an 8. That's short of like tying you up and doing it in front of you. That's like really fucking bad.
So the family says, we don't know who's doing this. Yes, you do. You absolutely know who's doing this. You just don't want to admit to what you did to them.
Right. They're like, we don't want to be on camera. We don't want to be on camera. Of course you don't want to be on camera. Because snitches get stitches for acting like bitches. I'm telling you. I was way off, but as soon as you threw it out there, you're right. This screams
redneck revenge.
White trash revenge. Oh yeah.
Redneck revenge.
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
But I still say that Sarge down the block, it might be pretty high on my suspect list if I was the investigating officer. He seems like he already had these locked, loaded, and ready to go.
Well, and then look at the list of items stolen.
Fruit.
500 in cash
No, no,
and
no, no,
some
no, no, no,
fruit.
no cash. Oh, wait a minute. They
Yeah,
said 500 in cash and some fruit. Oh my God, yeah, they did steal
yeah.
cash. Okay, never mind.
I actually look at me, man. I actually remembered something, but no. Hey, I gotta snatch your wins, man. That's low hanging fruit. I'm taking it.
Yeah, no,
But
he no,
no,
you can't take it because he took it.
yeah, you're right. So look at the laundry list of things that he went in there for. I'm sure that we're talking about a mobile. You know there was a big screen TV in that motherfucker. You know that they had like an exotic bird. You know that they did.
Or a bird or a boa constrictor.
That's what I'm saying. Like there's something stealable in those walls, and all they went for was cash and fruit. I'll wager it was oranges,
Well, I'm
but
saying that the cash and the fruit, that was just a that's not why he was there.
of course no, no, and
I
it's
mean,
obvious
if
because
he really
that's all
wanted
he took.
if he really wanted to send a message, he would have wiped his ass with the money.
I'm telling you, the only reason he took the cash is because dumb shit left it out on a table. He left it out on a table, and the guy's like, "I'm gonna shit on the floor, and you know what? Since it's out and about, just pocket this too." So, like, this is hard to score. I gotta give it a score because there was beginning in theft here, but like this screams revenge. So you know, uh,
I'm not
I'm gonna
scoring it.
give the
I mean, yes, I am.
no.
No, we have to score it. So
No.
I'm gonna
We
give
have
it a
to.
three. I am gonna give it a three.
No, I'm giving an entire blanket to everyone involved, from the victim to the perp to the sheriff to all of them. They all get a two. This has made the news. Okay? You made the news for your fucking shit-nanigans. Okay? Like, you're getting a score. But everybody, like, nobody gets out clean from this one. There's no clean end to a turd. Everybody gets their nose in it.
Okay, Buck. Our next story. We've all wanted to do it. But a dad takes down the town's internet by mistake to get his kids offline. A French dad faces jail time and a hefty fine after using a signal jammer to prevent his kids from going online and taking the rest of the nearby town down with them. Started at midnight until 3 a.m. every day for a week, the French town of Messanges, Messanges, found that their cellular and internet services were no longer working. After a mobile carrier reported the issue to the agency National Day, whatever, ANFR, a public agency responsible for managing the radioelectric spectrum in France, it was determined a signal jammer was being used to block radio frequencies in the town. A signal jammer is a device that transmits radio waves on the same frequency as mobile devices to prevent them from connecting to cell towers and receiving legitimate signals. A report by the ANFR explains a technician traced the jamming signal to a house in a neighboring town where a homeowner admitted to purchasing a jammer online and using it to force his teenage kids offline. The explanation was simple. The jammer had been installed by the father of the family to prevent his teenagers from accessing the internet on their smartphones instead of falling asleep. His children had indeed become addicted to social networks and their applications. In particular, since the confinement imposed due to the COVID epidemic. After consulting forums on the internet, the father decided that a jammer was the best solution to put an end to the excesses. While it was not the father's intent to take down the entire town's internet using a jamming device, in France it is illegal, and it carries a penalty of up to 30,000 euros and 6 months in jail. Similarly, the use of jammers is illegal in the United States and could lead to imprisonment and significant monetary fines. The use or marketing of a jammer in the United States may be subject to substantial monetary penalizations, seizure of the unlawful equipment, and criminal sanctions, including imprisonment. The ANFR reported the use of the jammer to the public prosecutor's office, who has seized the device and is investigating the offense. Oh man! So he's instead of just like manning up and being a dad and taking the damn phones away. He says, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get a signal jammer."
I I wonder if he knew that it would take, like, he says he didn't try to take down the whole town's internet, but I wonder if he knew that a device was capable of it. Like, I wonder if he thought he could just like crank it down. Like, oh yeah, it's only going to cover my house.
If I had to
No.
guess from the way they described it, saying he was in a nearby town, I guarantee you, here's the tower, here's the town, and his house is somewhere in between, so the people in the town weren't getting us. That I'm guessing that's probably what it was. It was just so much, um, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Noise in the signal that it took it down. That's my guess. I'm not, I can't speak to it as a professional or an expert, but that's my guess. And quite frankly, it's just what have these kids put this man through that he had to go to that route as opposed to just parenting?
Yeah. You know what? I could see this being like a dad who's like, "You think you'll show me? I'll show you." It's laziness, is what it is. It's laziness. Guy doesn't want to get his hands dirty. Sleeves up.
He's just somebody who's
And
afraid of confrontation with their children.
yeah, yeah. But for reference, $30,000 euro, 33,800 American or U.S. dollars. So,
That's a lot
either
of
way,
dope.
it's still, yep. This guy's little, you know, coup, internet coup d'etat. You know,
Because he's French.
I just had to throw it in there. I really did. It was such a far-reaching attempt at getting it in there, but you know what? I had to take a dive. You know, I just I just had to.
It was horrible.
Awkward silence over. Awkward silence over and aside. This guy gets a 5. No,
Really?
no, he does. No, 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 no. He gets a 4 because you know what? You can't be lazy like that. Like, just take your fucking kids' phones away. Like you said, like you don't need to go here midnight. Put your phones in the box. Not like the guy's giving them like a midnight to 3 a.m. window. It's like he's already being nice. He's a pussy. Like, fuck you, dude. Like, no, you get a 4. You fucked up everybody. You know what? I'm having a hard time coming off of the 5 because of the amount of damage that he did, man. Like, what if somebody needed to call 911?
Well, he just took the internet down.
Oh, just the internet?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Fucking. We're talking about France and not being able to get on Pornhub between midnight and 3?
Wow.
Like, dude, this guy created damage. It's like, dude, butterfly effect, man. But no, I'm going to give him a 4. I'll give him a 4. Just because he's a douche canoe. Another French word there. Another French word. What?
There's times I like to tell people I don't know you.
You know what? Do you remember that kid who came up to me? He's ordering commissary, and he looks at me, and he holding out the list. He's scared. He's a kid. He's got locked up. He's in minimum security. Got on. Comes up ordering commissary the first time. And he's like, "Hey Lynch, what's a doochie?" I looked at him without batting an eyelash. I looked at him and I went, "It's a sports drink." And he ordered 4 of them. He ordered 4 of them. And then 1 week later, Adams County segregated their fucking commissary lists to male and female. Oh, way off topic. Way off topic.
That's funny though.
Sorry, man. But you know what, though? The douche thing got me down that thing. I just, whatever.
That being said, folks, that brings us to an end of another episode. I'll just remind you to please tell a friend because you're an awesome person. That's what awesome people do. Awesome people tell friends about the Social Liability Podcast. They say, you're going to listen to the Social Liability Podcast because it's such a good show. Because that's what awesome people do, Buck. That's what awesome people do.
It is, indeed. Very awesome.
To do
Almost
it.
bodacious. Almost bodacious.
Almost.
If you share it, you're awesome. If you leave a comment, you're bodacious. Bodacious.
That being said, folks, I am the Raspberries with my co host, the Buck, wishing you all a happy and safe week.